to Jacksonville United Sports. This is Tara. We are here for our one-on-one sit-down interview with Coach Dale Green. Coach Dale Green, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. What I really want to know, and everyone else, is after such an illustrious career over at Ribault, we understand that Principal Jackson has let you go. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Basically, I thought I was doing a great job. But when he took over as principal, the word got to me that he wanted to change on the first year after we came back from state. When the principal changed over, we met, and the first thing he said to me was talking about some of the kids that transferred in. That was our first meeting. I kind of knew I was on borrowed time.
Mm-hmm.
He called me in his office and told me I wasn't the right fit for Ribault. I was like, really? I was confused. Basically, the principal can make the decisions. He let that be known. Just let me know he just wanted to change. Being that I knew before that this what he wanted,
mm-hmm.
you know, I was kind of prepared for it. I had let all my friends know, everybody know that were real close to me, look for a change. And they couldn't believe it. They thought I was joking. Because I joke all the time. But I just let everyone know that the change probably was about to happen. I was surprised that it didn't happen the first year. But the second year, you know, he came in. You know, I never felt comfortable with him.
Mm-hmm.
We never talked. We never had conversations.
Mm-hmm.
But as the year was going on, you know, he let it be known. No matter what I did, he was going to get rid of me. And it finally happened. You know, the fight, the night before it happened, you know, I thought about resigning. I told them, so close to me,
mm-hmm.
they talked me into not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, say you're doing too good of a job to do this. We met. He said he just was looking for. He just would say I wasn't a good fit for Ribault anymore.
Oh, okay, so how long after coming to Ribault did he convey that feeling to you?
No, I always felt it. You know, we never conversated. Like I said, he's never came up to me and said great job. I just felt that he felt the type of way. Put it this way, I wasn't his favorite.
Mm-hmm.
As the year went on, you know, I could tell. I never heard it from him, but you kept hearing it. The type of work the type of work I do,
mm-hmm.
you know, firefighting.
Mm-hmm.
They say when there's smoke, there's fire.
Right. Okay, well, let me ask you this. So, what I understand you're saying is that because of differences between the principal and you, basically he just let you go because he felt like you weren't a good fit. He felt like he wanted change. It's my understanding that when you came into Ribault's basketball program, the system was failing. They weren't doing well. You turned that around. You kind of brought a mantra to bring Ribault back to its old glory. And that wasn't the change that he was looking for?
Right. Let me go back a little bit.
Okay.
When he came over, I was told by somebody in his camp that he was one of the principals for my first year that was going against the transfers that came in. I had several transfers come in my first year.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me he was one of the principals that fighting against them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what, when he came to Ribault, then he became my principal.
Right.
So I think that's how he felt about it, still towards that first team I had.
Okay.
That something was funny.
With the transfer.
With the transfers.
Okay. Tell me how you feel about that. How do you feel about the transfer situation?
People don't know. Half the kids, everyone think that I'm sitting around going to people's house, all that. I don't do anything. I have a son. I have a family. I don't do anything. I ain't never went to someone's house. I have never talked to their parents about coming. 3-4 of them kids live in our district, and they just came back home. The coach that was there before me,
mm-hmm.
The team wasn't doing as well.
Right.
So they left. But when I got the job, they came back. Marcus Dixon, his mom worked for the school board, and she felt like she wanted him out of the first coach, and she felt like she could put him anywhere. Because she worked for the school board, she brought him back to Ribault. Deshaun Smith, it's funny, Deshaun Smith, senior year, it was, everyone left Eagleview. Everyone. I mean, West Nassau got a transfer, Range tried to transfer. We got Deshaun. We got Deshaun. It's so funny that didn't nobody say anything about DJ Giddens coming to Ribault. He came from Eagleview, and he also joined the team also. And they don't want to say anything about that, but they were complaining about Deshaun, they were complaining about Hari, they were complaining about Mark and Khalid. And most of these kids stayed in our district anyway.
And they just were following you because they were coming back because they believed in what you were doing with the program over there.
Right, and Khalid and Eric Jones was not even playing their junior year. Well, Eric, the principal wouldn't let Eric play, and at Westside, which was Forrest at the time, and Khalid had quit the team, so they were not playing. They was about to leave anyway. I never met Eric until he walked into my gym.
Okay, what is it about your style that attracts these kids? I've heard you called the master motivator.
Well, I believe in the kid I get after. I have my own way of doing things, and kids just want to play. And, they want to play at a high level with Ribault brought, and they know I'm gonna bring the best out of them. For my days at Westside, which was Forrest, they remember me then. Their family remember me, and all of us started from Westside, which was Forrest at the time, and they just jumped on the bandwagon. I coached the AAU also. Coached 2 YBO national champs, 1 AAU D2, and they just seen me around town. And they just jumped on the bandwagon and come over here with me.
So you've been winning. This winning is nothing new for you, huh?
No, sometimes, man,
don't be modest.
You can say that. You can say that. I really think it comes down to, just have a conversation with my mom about the situation, and not trying to be. I couldn't understand why it was so much negativity, but sometimes you can become a product of your own success, and people can start going against you. Did I do anything to know me? If you get to know me, man, I'm having fun. I'm a good guy, but people see me take it like they want to take it, so it is what it is. Speaking
of that, many people on social media have associated you as a villain, or I've heard them say that you're the coach that you can't coach X's and O's. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, it's amazing. Since I came to Ribault High School, I hear that. When I was at Forrest, big people. I come to Ribault, it's totally different. I'm starting hearing this. I was a winner before I came to Ribault High School. And people don't want to just think this just happened in Ribault. I won. So if they have a problem with the X and O, it should be easy to defeat me then.
Okay, that's a good answer. Let's go back to Ribault. Being at Ribault since 2013, what would you say was your greatest achievement and your biggest moment at the school?
Oh, I have so many. I name a few for you. Okay. What brought a lot to me, brought tears to my eye to get them boys is college. We had a big signing day of about 8 signs. That brought some tears to me to see your boy brought to school. Now, what people don't realize, none of these guys had offered until they came to Ribault High School. To get Eric Jones, I'm conversating with Eric at the end of the season, what do you want to do with your life? And Eric tells me, Coach, I know I'm not going to school. And just to see him in school, and to see him doing some big things, that bring lots to me. Lots of tears to my eyes, because he didn't have a path for what he was going to do. And to see him playing, I watched him play a couple of weeks ago at Morris College. And, brought tears. He's doing the right thing here in college. And it's not about winning. It's about not putting these kids in school. Also, going down to state, was a great moment, that I always remember. And also, I do the MLK basketball tournament. I brought my son team over, and he played at Trinity. And when you over Sunday, you see your son get to play in it and do well. He did real well. And, that brought tears to my eyes, too, just to see him, I'm at Ribault, he at Trinity, and he come in and have a great game. That brought some tears. It's something I won't forget.
Okay. What grade is your son in?
He's 9th grade.
He's in, okay. So he's got a good little career ahead of him.
Yes, and honestly, people ask me why I never brought Dale over to Ribault. One of the reasons was I knew that I was on borrowed time. I didn't want to get my son caught up in that. And it was times that we would lose a game, and my coach would just sit there and say to me, you know what we needed. Mm-hmm. And I knew what it was. It's just that I knew I was on borrowed time. And I live in the community, and not to help your son play with you, you know that he could help you. It hurts.
I can imagine.
It hurts.
Okay. Some of those kids that you were talking about, you said you went to see the kid play at Morris College. Do you keep in touch with a lot of the kids from your past program?
I talk to them all the time. Matter of fact, I just talked to Deshaun Smith. I watched him play in the state championship game. And I talk with him often. I got a phone call from Hart. When he found out that they let me go, he called me and, tell me keep my head up. Tori Moore calling me every day. He just don't understand why the Trojan Nation won't stand up. Also, I got a chance to watch 5 guys from Marsh come down and start a 5. Play against Ed Waters, Marsh versus Ed Waters, were 5 guys that we helped put in college. They started 5 were from Jacksonville, Florida, and all of them. Me and my coach himself had some hands in getting them in Morris College. That made me happy as a coach. And my coach said to see 5 guys that you bring into a program, and all of them started from Jacksonville, Florida. That was real big.
That's huge. Reflecting back on your 2014 run to the state finals, that had to be a special moment too. How did it feel to work with so many talented seniors that year?
Oh, it was crazy. I know what they mean by talent. Coaching talent. It was crazy, but it's something that I wish I would have put on. Had a movie going on just to watch it. But it was something that I wish every coach experienced, just to go to the state and go through that year and just the guys thought they were movie stars. One of the guys said, "Hey, you want to play Ribault, you want a fundraiser, play Ribault." Because we were selling out, people was coming to see us. It was pipe, they thought they was little celebrities then. And,
standing room
only. And it was great. It was great for the kids. It motivated the kids. It was something that I will never forget. And to see the excitement to get the state, to go in our locker room after winning the state. After getting the opportunity to go to state was something that you had to be there. But they got close, and we're going to always be family. And I hear from them all the time.
That's good. That's great. Let me ask you this. We talked about the transfer situation. How many times have other coaches called down to the FHSAA on you, and what were some of those calls about?
I was told, I don't know for a fact, but I was told that they was calling down for kids not living in my area, kids not having a special assignment, or it was crazy stuff like that. But everything, when they checked, everything was right. It was real crazy to week by week we was hearing different things about illegal kids, and it's kind of bothered at the end. But sometimes when things go against you, you got to fight against it, and that's what we did as a unit. We came together and fought against it.
So it's just a case of sore losers.
Sore losers. And I think everybody would have took them transfers, just that, everybody got transfers that year. Everybody got it. It's just the type of transfers you get. Can nobody sit down here and say that they didn't get a transfer on their team. Everyone got it. We just happened to get 7 or 8. And the 7 or 8, you can really say one really getting along with their coach. They might have been misfit, but they came to Ribault and came together and built a bond. So it'll never be broken.
Don't get mad at Coach Green because he got elite transfers, huh?
Hey, that's the thing. They could have went anywhere, but they chose to come to Ribault.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about these infamous uniform changes? You come out in one uniform, you go to halftime, you come back with another.
That's something that I put in. Ribault always been swag. Something that I thought about just coming in with one uniform change. It was just to get the kids riled up, to get them pumped up, and something that we wanted to be known by. this Ribault that's come in. You don't know what to expect when you come to Ribault. It's more like an event when you come to Ribault.
Kind of psych the other team out like it's a whole new team coming out.
Psych the kids out, and kids want to be. Kids want to be. Hey, you can't beat them. Let's join.
All right, well, let's ask this: being over there at Ribault, how was it working with Ribault alumni? Did they work with you, or did they work against you? What was that experience like?
It was great, most of all. I had some alumni that felt like that someone else should have got the job. But that's life. Life ain't fair. And I just moved on. But most of the time, the alumni came in and they congratulated. I mean, I heard from a couple of alumni, guys that played for Coach Wilkes the other day, didn't understand what was going on. It was tough. It's a tough place to play. Because they expect the best of it. And they expect for you to win. And I thought I was doing that. But it wasn't so much doing it for the alumni. I felt like I'm a winner. I was gonna win regardless. It just so happened to me. I'm gonna do things my way. It just happened. It was at Ribault and things came together. Some people were happy I won. Some people were against me by winning. Either way, it's one of the toughest places to play. I tell people, you have J.U., you have Elbow Waters, you have North Florida. Nothing like Went and Drive.
Went and Drive. All right, well, let me ask you this. Alumni, you say some of the alumni felt like you weren't the best fit or you weren't the best person for the job. You came from over on the west side where you were winning. You got to Ribault and you were winning. Who was the better fit?
I'll just tell you, it goes back further than that. I won at West Side, like they say, less talent. Then I came over and I coached with Coach Flynn, and he taught me a lot about Ribault. I coached him 3 years, and we went to 3 sectional finals. And when they let him go, I went over with Coach White, and we went to 2 sections. Matter of fact, I took over Rankin team for half the year, and we turned it around until Coach White came back, and he took it from there and took it to the next level, and we went to the sectionals. I'm from the north side, so I felt like it was a good fit. Some of the things that I had, but I was going to do things my way. I couldn't do it. God bless the dad, Coach Wilkes' way. I couldn't do it Coach Flynn way. I couldn't do it. I had to do it my way, and I think that's where the miscommunication came from about the program. I was going to do it my way.
Okay. As far as the games that you guys played over there at Ribault, did you ever back away from any games or not schedule any games?
Yeah, it was some talk that I ran for the Potter House, but people don't realize that we came together, being the coach of the Potter House, and we had an agreement that we would play, but we would play on a neutral site. And somehow that miscommunication came aboard, and everybody in my camp knew that I wasn't going over to the Potter House and play. That's real home court advantage. You go to the Potter House. Trust me on that. But I wouldn't. I didn't want the game at the Potter House. I wanted it on the neutral site. And somehow I forgot. Somehow it was a game schedule, and I didn't know the game was scheduled. I didn't find out until my daughter came home and told me that, "Are y'all playing the Potter House?" I said, "Well, I don't think so, because we never came to that neutral site." Well, me and Steve, old coach over there, we talked about it and we cleared the air. I never ran from anybody. That was just some talk everybody put it out. It's only a basketball game, trust me.
All right, well, we're talking about talk. What was the controversy between you and Wolfson this year before the playoff game?
Yeah, there was so much was going on that day,
Let's hear.
Not only, we already beat Wolfson for the Gateway, and we going over there for the playoff, first round of the playoffs. All week I was hearing that I was out of there regardless. I go to stay, I was out. I'm hearing this more and more now. Seems like the more and more we was go, the further we would go, the more and more I hear that he's out of there. I had to win. I had to go to state. I heard that in order for me to keep my job. Then day before my AD, she got a email from Justin Bonnie saying that one of my players was not living in the right residence. Then later on, she got something from their AD to her, to my AD, saying they was questioned by his address. It don't have anything to do with it. He has a special assignment, and the truth to the matter was, with that special assignment, he actually could stay anywhere. And it was just he might have put 8777, and someone put 8771, and that was a big problem right there. So I'm fighting all that the day of the game. You know, I don't know if it's going any further. I'm putting up when I don't know if this might be my last game. So a lot's going on that day. But, you know, life ain't fair. We played the game. And it took something away from the game what Coach Rose brought in. But, you know, I hope he's happy with it. I just don't understand him at the last minute doing that. You know, and that's something the Wolfbite Nation have to deal with. Because for a coach to do that, the game, you know, that's the final hour. The final hour. He tried to do anything. To me, everyone should be on him to do anything to try to win the game. You know, to me, that's not the way you go.
Yeah, that sounds like fear.
Yeah, it's fear.
Okay. Well, let's roll into this. What is your opinion of the state of Duval basketball as far as high school and AAU right now?
Well, high school basketball, you know, it's tough. You know, it's tough for our public schools. You know, I really think that the private schools winning out. You know, especially with being going over there to Impact. You know, it's really hard for our public schools right now. You know, I thought we had something going on. You know, my goal was to win the Gateway Conference, and I become the best Duval County school, free education in the city, and that would keep some of the kids into public school. But now since I'm gone, you know, I just feel like, you know, it's all out now. It's open. But the private schools are winning. You know, it's everybody. Matter of fact, my son is in private school right now. You know, and I would really consider taking them out, bringing them over. But it's hard. It's hard for us, the public school, to win a state title. When you got the Bishop Kenny doing well, the Providence doing well, the Poly House doing well. Now you got Ben Jones. You know, I know he's gonna do well. It's gonna be tough. You know, and I feel sorry because we're in a situation where we have to do something. The state of the AAU, you know, it's great. We got some great young talent coming up. Thing about it is, you know, they're learning to play the game the right way. And it's great. The young talent is great here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. As a great coach yourself, who are some of the coaches that you looked up to?
Oh, man. My coach was Coach James Walker. My high school coach was my godfather, Willie T. Lee. Taught me so much. And the person that took me from that was Doug White. You know, very close to Doug. You know, he let me know things that I'm doing things wrong. He let me know that I'm doing things right. Anthony Flynn, you know, he was somebody that taught me the Ribault way. And he's always there for me. Another thing I heard from Flynn today. I hear from Coach White twice, two times a week, you know. And then my head coach, he's deceased now. But he taught me a lot. He just always taught me, if you're going to do it your way.
What is it that you want to convey, or you want people to know, anyone that has questions about what happened, what is the main thing that you want them to know about that situation?
They need to know, we was winning, and it wasn't just all about winning. You know, I was getting kids in school, and you might hear things about the grades. You know, my overall GPA at the school about the 2.6. And in order for you to go to school, you know, you had to get grades. And the one thing, it's easy for you to have grades and go to college. And that's one thing I preach. You know, get your grades, we can get you in school. I did everything that I was supposed to. You know, we had some problems, just like any other thing. If you look at our grades compared to everybody else at Ribault, we did pretty well. I mean, 2.6, 2.7, a couple of National Honor Society students. I just didn't understand what was the problem. I just think the Trojan Nation need to know that his thing was he can do what he wanted to do. And I don't think it's right. He is the principal. He can't do it, but that don't make it right. And the Trojan Nation, to me, not only make a stand about me, you know, how can you make a stand some of the things he's doing? Everyone, you know, I don't agree with it. He never told me what it was. We never had a sit down meeting. He never told me some of the things that I was doing wrong. He never had to write me up or put anything in my files. You know, we never conversated. It's for 2 years. He talked to me. He never talked to me. I mean, he might have said, I got a page from him. He said, good luck last year. And this year, I don't even think he said good luck to me at all about anything. So I knew he felt the type of way. To being the principal and to being the head of the school, you know, to me, you have to show yourself more. You have to show the kids that you really care. You know. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a perfect guy. I don't think I'm a perfect coach. But sometimes you have to sit down with your coach and conversate. You come out and just say you fired. To me, the Trojan Nation need to stand up and say, if you can do it to me, what makes it different than you can do it for anybody else? And anyone else, you know, he can do it to anybody else, take the job. You know, I don't feel bad about the Trojan Nation. Matter of fact, I recommend a couple of people for the job. I won't tell you who. I really be surprised they're going to get it. So at the end of the day, we'll have this conversation again. A couple of guys I recommended for the job. You know, but Principal Jackson got the answer. You might not have the answer to anybody. But to me, as a principal, you owe it to the Trojan Nation, Whitney Ride, and say, why? You know, just why you did. So why did you get rid of me? And I'm over it. It's over. It's something that, you know, I knew it. I knew it. When you know something coming, you prepare for it. But still, it don't make it right.
Okay. And how do you feel his decision affects the kids on Whitney Drive?
I think it affects the kids big time. Basically, you know, I got colleges coming in, and the college came in from Illinois, and we had pre-planned them to come in and work our kids out. When I say our kids, the Ribault kids. And, you know, sometimes you get them in your house, you feed them, and, you know, they take 2, 3, 4 kids from you. Mm-hmm. I had to find someone else to hold it, take it somewhere else. And my friend from the West Side, you know, agreed to let my players come on. And we picked up 2 offers. Darius picked up an offer, and Johnny picked up an offer. Today I got a call from Pensacola, and they're going to come in Wednesday and have a workout. I got to find someone else. We hurt our kids, you know. They hurt the kids big time. They're gonna miss it. But, you know, like I tell them, life ain't fair. You know, y'all gonna be okay. But I know it hurt them. I hear from them. You know, they're hurt. They don't know to get out of there, transfer whatsoever. But I'm bigger than that. I tell them to stay. You know, this thing big. You know, this thing is bigger than me. Y'all handle it. Let me handle this right here. Y'all stay and just represent the Trojan Nation well. Don't get caught up in this. And I know they hurt. First thing they say, Coach, we getting out of here. But no, I don't want them to leave. You know, my problem is this with Mr. Jackson, and it shouldn't be, you know, the kids shouldn't get involved with it, but they are upset. They had a bunch of questions for him. And only thing he can tell them is basically the principal can do what he want to do, basically.
This truly is a disservice to the kids, because not only did you have the kids winning, but you will also get these kids into colleges. And there's not a lot of coaches in Duval right now that can say that they're doing as much as Dale Green is doing for the kids. You put together some of the best matchups in Jacksonville through the Bernard Wilkes and the MLK tournaments. Will you continue to do this?
Yes, you know, the MLK is my baby. I started that 50, 60 years ago at Forest High School. I'm going to continue to do that. The Bernard Wilkes was something that I did come up with. But that's Ribault. That's something that they have to do now. But I have something else planned to do. And that's one thing the community was all look forward to the MLK every year. You know, it's something that we did big. And, you know, I'm not going to take that away from our community. And that's something that, you know, no matter what people might think, I never got a dime for the MLK. When I got it, I turned everything over to Ribault. And I know Ribault they made pretty good off of it, you know. And it's something that what I'm all about. I'm just give it back to the school, to see that it's gone for Ribault, it's going to hurt, but, the kids look forward to it every year, but now we're going to move on to, other venues.
The kids, the community, the fans, they all look forward to it.
You're right. And, I brought it over, and I had it at FCCJ, and it's doing real well out there. And I chose to bring it over when I became the coach of Ribault. And, it was some good time, it was some bad time, but to have it in Ribault, I just felt like it was a good fit. I was the coach, and I didn't have to, but I did it because I was the coach and to help out not only in the school. Everybody else was doing tournaments. Ribault, what? I felt like there's something that I can bring over and help not only with drive out, but also help the whole north side.
Okay. Speaking of continuing your tournament legacies, coach, with all of your accomplishments and experience, the golden question: what's your next step?
Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know. I got a son, like I said, I want to see him. I think he's going to be pretty good. And I'm just going to sit back and just watch him grow and be a parent. I had a couple of opportunities that come my way. I was asked to go to the college level not too long ago, but I'm not. I owe it to him. I just got that high school in me. But, I'm going to sit back and just follow him and be a parent and sit in the stand and see what happens.
Any thoughts on that opening over there at Ed White?
Somebody hit me with that the other day. I don't know. That's something that I have to think about. That would be something that would be interesting. But no, right now
we can't see you in the stands.
When you got a son, you only got him for 3 years. Sometimes I got it. It was hard for me this year that I would be playing. I would be looking at my phone, and my wife would be texting me, and I would be looking to see how he's doing, how his team's doing. And I did it all last year, and I think I owe it to him. But he's telling me, Dad, just do you. I'm gonna be okay. But you only got, I only got one son, so I got to be there for him.
Okay. Well, what everybody wants to know is, how can a principal over on Winton Drive make this kind of decision and not answer for it? Dale Green.
I am Jacksonville United Sports.